Hello gamers, this is Noobzilla. This video is going to be going over the different options here in the Repopulation. So let's go and check out the settings, the options, a little bit of everything. I'll show you a couple of the emotes here. They don't have them all in right now, but here are a couple. Here's Wave. Here is Cheer. Here's Applaud. That one didn't go through. But you get the point. Those are some of the early emotes here. Alright, let's go ahead and go down here to the bottom right of the screen. Click on character sheet. That also is brought up by using C. It shows you your different armors here. Right now this is my head, chest, my pants, my boots, and my sleeves. But then there's also some other slots here as well. Looks like a couple ring slots, necklace slots, and all kinds of other slots down here. Primary weapon, tools, so on and so forth down there. Then it's going to give you your different titles here. Like I could be the recruit if I wanted, but I'm not going to go with that. I'm just going to go with private or just Noobzilla. Suffix, nothing open to me right now, but that's what those are. Vitals, it shows my health, endurance, energy, shielding, recharge, delay, momentum. Offense is going to be showing nothing right now. Defense, armor type, heavy armor, armor factor 50. Miscellaneous, nothing right now. And then down here at the bottom there's armor on the left hand side, weapons on the right hand side, and you can move the scale back and forth for your energy pool split. So that's kind of interesting. Alright, next we have the abilities. These are my learned abilities. So this is Pets Aggressive, and as I hover over these at the bottom right hand corner of my screen, that's where you're able to read it. So Pets Aggressive, Pets Attack, that orders all my pets to attack my target. Pets Defensive, that puts them in defensive mode. Pets Follow, orders all of your pets to follow your target if one is selected, or yourself if none is selected. Pets Passive, that puts them in a passive mode. Pets Stay, orders all of your pets to stay at their current location. Combat Skills Attack, that performs a basic attack using your equipped weapon or your fist if no weapon is equipped. I have a few commands here. There's Crouch, there's Prone, and there's Stand. I think, yeah, I can press V for that, so you see my character go down. He's going down to crouch, and this is him in prone. And then you press F to go back up, and then F to go back up again. So V and F for those. General skills. We have corpse extraction. That is used to extract useful resources from a corpse. There's stealth. While toggled, attempts to move without being detected. Oh wow, that is very stealthy. Look at me. Those eyeballs though. Ooh, that's definitely creepy. Okay, well, I'm not going to sleep for the next week. Then we have tracking. I haven't checked out tracking yet. But, oh wow, okay. So if you need to track something, an NPC that's close by, as you can see, these are all the different ones I have here. Freshly cloned recruit, medical supplier Rance, field medic, FBR private, medbots, cloning officer, mechanic, integration officer, Dr. Kozak, so on and so forth. So that's a cool little tracking ability. Alright, I need to turn off that stealth because those eyes are freaking me out. Alright, here we go. Much better. That was creepy. Okay, that's going to cover those. There's the learned, and then there's an earnable tab there as well. And then you can sort them by skill name or by skill group. Next, we have my skills here, and there's quite a few skills, so that's pretty cool. Let's run through these real quick. Heavy armor tactics, light armor tactics, medium armor tactics, and shield tactics. Beneficial skills are animal handling, which is cool because that kind of reminds me of Ultima Online. On my tamer, I'd run around, tame dragons and nightmares and dread war horses and worms and all kinds of cool stuff. not the WORMS, but the WYRMS, the type of dragon. Then drakes every now and then. So that was fun. So I'm looking forward to messing around with the animal handling. Okay, then there's diplomacy, entertainment, first aid, intimidation, leadership, veterinary medicine. Combat skills, there's 17 of those. Aerosol tactics, assassination, automatic weaponry tactics, axe-fighted, bladed weapon tactics, blunt weapon tactics, combat knowledge, counterattack, dirty fighting, dual wielding, handgun tactics, protection, rifle tactics, shotgun tactics, siege tactics, thrown weapon, and unarmed tactics. 13 defensive skills. We have aerosol defense, automatic weaponry defense, axe and bladed weapon defense, blunt weapon defense, defensive knowledge, defensive tactics, dodging, handgun defense, parrying, rifle defense, shotgun defense, and thrown weapon defense. General skills, acrobatics, concentration, stealth, survival, swimming, thievery, tracking, vehicle control. 24 trade skills. We have armor crafting, artillery, carpentry, chemistry, cosmetic, styling, culinary arts, cybernetics, disguise, firearms crafting, fishing, foraging, genetic engineering, hacking, horticulture, installations, logging, melee weapons crafting, metalworking, mining, pharmaceuticals, robotics, tailoring, trap knowledge, and vehicle engineering. So there are quite a few skills. Something for everyone. Alright, next we have inventory. Also can be brought up by hitting I. As you can see here, we have my 3 items, but then there's different filters. So filter fittings, filter armor, filter weapons, filter implants, filter resources, and filter miscellaneous. And then you can scroll down there. And then there's, I guess, different containers 1 through 8 up above. And this is going to be where it shows how many items you have. So right now I currently have 3 out of 75 items. And then on the left hand side of the bottom of the bag it shows how much gold I have. So I'm obviously rich with 0 gold. That covers inventory. Next we have my missions. View your active missions. Right now I'm on recruit training. It's going to give me a summary, category, difficulty, group size, and then different goals like seek training from the trainers, learn about combat, entertain the crowd, learn about robots, learn about traps, and help out at the research lab. So that's interesting. There's mission quest items here, so important items obtained from quest appear here in this tab. There's going to be a history that shows a history of your quests. So tutorial cloning, crafting, basic tutorial, purifying water. And then I can mess around with the settings. So mission filter any, I can do combat only, combat military, diplomatic only, epic only, harvesting only, non-combat only, trades only, trade, harvest, or underworld only. So that's a good way to sort your missions there. So that's a nice feature that I like to see. Next we have my achievements. Don't have many. Okay, yeah. Looks like I am FPR trained. That's my achievement for now. Way to go me. Skill imprinting. Oh, view your current stock of skill imprints, which is also known as SI. In order to use your SI, you need to visit a skill imprinting station in a city. So there's different qualities. You're going to see the same thing for each quality. There's poor quality, lesser quality, standard quality, greater quality, excellent quality, and they're all broken down into trade skills, general skills, beneficial skills, combat skills, armor skills, and defensive skills. Right now, I don't have anything besides 10 of my general skills here for a poor quality, but definitely something to work on there. Next we have recipes. I only have 1 recipe, I believe. That's my purified water. But for the recipes, this is where they are. You can either hit this down here at the bottom, or once again, you can just hit the key for it. So recipes is R. That's easy to remember. There's recipes, and then there's a batches tab up there. Nothing under batches right now, but I do have the one for recipes. Alright, next we have nation data. Nation FPR. Welcome to FPR. Okay, shows name, rank ID, council, mayor, city, and area. And then there's different tabs. There's structures, harvester, the different walls. That's cool. I haven't seen this before. Control center. So I am learning as you guys are. The different buildings here. And it looks like the different things you can put in the buildings. Well, that's all kinds of stuff. Getting me a lawn chair. tool back there. And some benches, nice. Look at all these items. And the different structures themselves. This is gonna be good. I'm liking all these options. The more options, the better. Okay, food and liquid. We got work camp. We got turret. Oh, those turrets are cool. Siege camp and light. Alright. Alliances. O1 is Pax Enkidu and Tanstalf Alliance. Okay, I see. Those are people there. Jollis Jade, Uriel, O1, FPR, Rogue, Hostile, Peaceful, Neutral. Okay. Settings. Member, Officer, Lieutenant, Commander, Leader. Permissions. You can set all different kinds of permissions. Bank. Okay. Player credits. Nation credits. Deposit. City, nation. Okay. Cities. Units. Sieges. And that's going to cover that. Next we have email. You can bring that up by pressing P. That reads or send emails using your portable computer. So the different options here, I have compose. So if I press compose, it'll go to, and then subject. I can give money if I want, or items. And then I can open my email there if I have any. Next we have trading. Also, you can press T. So recipe R, trading T. I like that because it helps me remember which button to hit. Okay, we have request, fulfill, search. You can search by name, component type, filter, agent attribute, applied attribute, minimum grade, looks like max grade. And you can either search by item type or fitting type. Okay, we have post, so it looks like we just have a regular post auction here, and then you put your starting bid, you'll put your buyout, and duration. The three different durations are 8 hours, 24 hours, 48, or even 96 hours. And then there's a posting fee, most likely goes up for the longer durations. Harvesters, okay, shops, shop options, pick up shop options, manage shop inventory, manage shop. That looks interesting. I'm looking forward to doing this whole shop thing. Alright, that covers trading. Subsistence knowledge. You can bring that up by pressing Y. And there's all kinds of items here. There's the albus, azole flower, binaberry. Don't know how to say half these. Gill flower, green leaf, hawkweed, kochia plant, lecipin fruit, lilac, malenko leaf, mica berry, multi-hued yano, gooberries, placebo plant, Pratnus flowers, salty profera, sammerberry, sweet finger, wild lilac. Okay, so that was the plants. For deposits, there's alluvium, aqueous, beryl, calibrite, cobalt, copper, palladium, iron, kupletskite, meglium, monazite, nerivium, pyrohemalite, sarnium, thorium, tungsten. That's a lot. People that enjoy crafting and enjoy harvesting are really gonna like the repopulation. I can see it now. Different trees. We have Anjaro Cairo, Create, Fallen, Geefleck, Hudson Fur, Jessup, Juro, Maypuri, Morgan, Odomni, Peckham, Rezo, Rue, Sangicum, Saberus, Takayuro. And then species, we have Arvor, Barca, Bricura, Brute, Calprates, Drake, Elkar, Fugia, Fragaria, Achillea, Garangolax, Helter, Hawkfig, Hanoka, Human Corpse, Humanoid, Jabberbowl, Lesso, Lingama, Lurker, Malagian, Morgenstern, Mubark, Nakut, Akolot, Phosphori, Raxon, Renak, Robot, Rakaris, Skade, Echo, Setlang, Seif, Turlock, Vulture, and Worm. Wow. All kinds of crazy things there. Okay, fish. We have freshwater fish, we have Garupa, and we have saltwater fish. Alright, that covers my subsistence knowledge. That shows my knowledge over the various harvestable and extractable resources in the game. This affects combat as well as extraction related skills and abilities. Okay, next we have housing. You can also press H for housing. Shows the housing structures you have available and allows you to purchase a housing lot. Okay, structures and plots. I could buy a small lot for 100 gold if I had said gold. And this is how I would do it, by pressing purchase. And vehicles and mounts. Examine or recall a vehicle or mount. And then you backslash opens that up. I don't have any vehicles or mounts, but this is where they would be. Survey, press J. Surveys the area for resources. That's interesting. It'll show harvestable resource name, progress, distance, direction, grade, time, Q, spawned, enrich, and growth. Scan speed, meticulous, thorough, normal, quick, and rapid. And I can search for ores and minerals, lumber, plants, or water. Wow, that's I think the scan speed is pretty cool. So I could be meticulous and survey everything around me, or just rapid and get a few things here and there. And next we have options. You can press escape to get this. It allows access to game interface video audio options. Also contains other miscellaneous controls. All kinds of stuff here. So we have game. There's different options here. Enable auto grouping, leave auto group, or excuse me, auto leave auto group. And when enabled, you'll automatically leave and auto group when leaving the engagement area. Oh, so that's cool. If I'm in a group, I'll automatically leave said group if I leave the area where they're at. Okay, looting. Enable auto harvesting will automatically quick harvest instead of popping up a window. Okay, I'm gonna turn that on. I already have enable auto looting. That automatically loots item instead of popping up a window. Auto to manual harvest. This controls if an auto harvest fails to get the best possible grade. Okay. Miscellaneous. Action mode. Neutral is hostile. Double tap dive roll. And then there's the debug display FPS. I can click that, probably 30 something. Yeah, 30, 27, 24, right around there. So that's where the FPS is. And then I can turn that off and turn on display latency. That's going to be the same area, top, middle. So 72 ms, 130, 145, 150, so on and so forth. That covers game. Next we have interface. Nameplates, show all, show status bars, large font, 3D aspect, show titles, distance, probably going to turn off titles. Tooltips and hints, show tooltips, position that mouse, disable hints, there's a delay and linger. Targeting, use hover targeting, auto face on attack, auto find target, auto stick to target. Animation, there's a few different animation qualities, very low, low, medium, high, and very high. Combat options, we have action mode, combat, use first person, gore enabled, gotta have that gore enabled. Action ability bar, damage flashes, camera shake, display actions, recoil, disable floating text. That's quite a few combat options there. That'll be fun to play around with. Action bars. Action bar 2, vertical bar, show keys, action bar 3, vertical bar 2, action bar 4, and auto hide. What's that? Maybe turn off the action bar when you're not using anything? I'm not sure. I'll have to check that out. Cinematics. Use cinematics. Okay. Window options. Color. Let me see what happens if I do this. Yeah, that's probably just going to change the window options there. Alright. Okay, that covers interface. Next we have video. Resolution, full screen mode, light quality, prioritize animations, anti-aliasing effects. We have bump, specularity, and anisoptrix filtering. Shadows. I don't ever really mess with shadows on the games because I play on a low-end computer, but for those of you that do, here are the options. Dynamic shadows affects everything, characters and terrain, or terrain only. Shadow distance, very low, low, medium, high, very high. And there's a frequency bar here that you can slide left and right. Foliage, we have the different densities. We have the distance. There's particle effects there. Level of detail, very low, low, medium, high, and very high. I'm on medium right now. And then here's a view distance slider. I have mine all the way to the right because I like my distance. Oops, I need to turn off that display latency. Okay, there we go. That covers video. Let's check out audio. There's a master volume, a combat music volume, voice volume, theme music volume, GUI sound volume, auto switch combat mode, regional music selection. Alright. Key bindings. I haven't really messed with this yet, but they're all right here. So if you want to check out the different key binds, there seems to be quite a few. I'll go over just a few of the basic ones. Auto forward is any backspace, backward is any down, combat control C, dive backwards, shift down, dive forward, shift up, dive left, shift left, dive right, shift right. Forward is any plus up, jump is any plus space, control plus is leave game mode, left is A, left button, so on and so forth. You can see sprint is Z, ability toggle B, achievement toggle U, and here they are. First person toggle control plus F. Alright, that covers most of them. Then there's a reset to defaults if you decide you want to get rid of what you did. Okay, that is key bindings. Next we have chat. You can make all different colors. There's different chats. It looks like combat, GM, log on, party, tell, yell, deaths, general, mission, say, trade, debug, emote, info, nation, stat gain. Oh, I'm going to change my stat gain, that way I'll be able to see my stats better. Okay, font size, chat fade out, chat bubble life, and then my chat history you can keep. It's 200 the max. Now you can continue to even have more of a history than that. Alright, show timestamps, disable combat filter. There's a filter vulgarity, show chat bubbles, and log to file. Right, those are the chat options. We have the game database here. All kinds of good stuff here. The database, there's hints, skills, recipe, components, filters, items, subsistence, attributes, and the game database. You can check that stuff out there. Mouse controls, and this is going to make people happy. There's the sensitivity, but the directionality, there's the invert X and invert Y. I know that's important to some people. And cursor, use hardware cursor. Alright, we have player finder. Name, nation, area, find friends, find enemies, find ignored, and find others. That's interesting. You can invite them, friend them, enemy, or ignore them. That should be fun to play around with. Nation Finder. Coming soon. Okay. There's log off. There's exit to desktop. There's return to game. So that covers just about everything. Here's the hotbar here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, there's 10 hotbars you can use. And this is the one I have. I just have my basic attack. I have my stealth. I have my trek. And then my corpse extraction. I haven't done the weapons part yet this time around, so I don't have any weapons. But I'd put my weapon abilities down there as well once I get them. I think that's going to be covering everything. Here's chat. You can put on main chat, combat chat. And I'm going to go ahead and do something called suicide. I showed you a couple of emotes already. I ended up doing this emote, and it's kind of funny. Not that suicide's funny, but the animation in the game is, because it gets kind of bloody. Look. Oh, Noobzilla, what did you do? Oh, it's... Oh, that's not good. It says, you may wait here and hope to be revived by another player, or you can release and be recloned at a nearby cloning center. This guy here, the human adventurer Trafin, he's another player. He's probably like, what just happened to that dude? Why is he dead? You know, let me go and clone myself. An FPR training facility. Alright, there we go. Well, if you made it this long, I want to thank you all for watching. Just give you a little bit of an idea of what's going on with this game. Most of that stuff that I just read, I wasn't aware of either, so we both hopefully learned a little something about the repopulation. If you enjoyed this, please hit that like button. Alright, once again, thanks for watching, and happy gaming.